For those who don't know, god bridging is the ability to bridge in Minecraft without crouching. This is a skill that only a small percentage of the world knows how to do. Well, in this video, I played 50 games of Bedwars only god bridging. My goal by the end of the 50 games is to be able to god bridge 32 blocks without falling. Will I succeed? Watch till the end to find out. Without further ado, let's get into Game 1. Game 1, we were on Grey Team, and I'm a complete beginner when it comes to god bridging, so when I gave it a shot, I bridged only one block. When I respawned, I saw Pink bridge to me, so I tried to bridge to him, and I fell yet again. I got to his base, knocked him off, and got his bed, and finished him off with a clean 360. I wanted to use the first 5 games of the 100 to see what skill level I was in when it comes to god bridging, so I tried it again, and surprisingly, I failed. I gave it another shot and somehow I got a 6-block god bridge, which was insane to me. I went to Akko's base and did this insane block in, but sadly, I couldn't get his bed. A few minutes later, Akko got jump boost and passed me, so I lost my bed. He tried to kill me, but knowing I can only god bridge and chances of me falling is high, I bought a bridge egg and got to his bed and secured the final kill. It was down to the final 1v1 against Red and I saw him at mid, and sadly, I got 4-tapped. Game 2, I did this really clean god bridge of 13 blocks off the bat, which is my new record for diagonal god bridging. I went and got the diamonds, bought sharp, and upgraded my armor, and headed to yellow base. I did this fireball jump, and to my surprise, Akko was right in front of me, so I killed him. And as I went to buy a gap, yellow jumped on me, but I luckily got the gap in time and secured the kill. Knowing I can god bridge consistently, I set up this tower and god bridged a few blocks. After a few seconds, I realized I could jump on his bridge, and I did this nasty block ladder clutch and got the kill on Pink. A few minutes later, I got to his base, placed down the TNT, threw the fireball, and as I went in for the fight, I shockingly lost my bed, so I got his bed and killed him. Just moments later, Grey fell into the void, so knowing it is a 1v1, I wanted to practice my god bridge while I could. So I bought a pop-up tower and some water just in case I fell off, and as I was practicing, he suddenly fireballed me, but somehow I got this crazy clutch. I gave up on practicing knowing he was watching me from the sidelines, so I went in for the fight and secured Game 2. For Game 3, I dropped all my stuff on the ground knowing I would probably fall off, and it was the right choice because only after 5 blocks, I fell off. Moments later, I tried it again and fell off. When I respawned, I realized yellow started bridging to me, so I made a bed defense, built up, and killed him. When I got to his base, I tried to god bridge, but the pressure got to me and I fell off. However, I still got the kill, got the bed, and sent him straight to the lobby. I tried to do this ladder clutch, failed. I tried it a second time and succeeded. At Akko, I tried to god bridge, but I managed to only do 1 block. I got the kill on him, but sadly, he knocked me off. As I was running away, Red got my bed from behind, and he was the most stacked player in the game as he had diamond armor and an iron sword with sharpness. He threw some fireballs at me, and after a minute of looking at each other, I went in for the kill. Got him down to 4 HP, but his gear was too strong, and I died. Game 4, I waited for Akko to bridge to me. I even left my bed one side open, but he seemed like a noob as he diagonal rushed in Lighthouse. Lighthouse! I gave up on waiting and tried to god bridge knowing I would fall. However, after more than 4 different pauses, this happened. I was able to god bridge to another base without falling. However, there were some slight pauses in between the bridge, so I was still far from my end goal. I couldn't contain my excitement since that's the first time I've ever done that. I got his bed, ran to the base to get an iron sword with sharpness, and killed him. As I fell into the void, I realized Grey bridged to my base, so I went for him. Got his bed and saw him die to blue. I baited blue into going out of the base and killed him. I got his bed and set up a crit thing. I don't really know what this is called, but it worked. Thinking my god bridging was improving at a fast rate, I went for another god bridge to mid, but on the second pause, I fell. I saw green at mid, so I went for this risky double TNT jump from my base, and it worked. I tried to get his bed, died, went to mid again, and suddenly I got hit by an invisible player. I made a run for it, and we bed traded. In the end, my ladders got the best of me and I completely embarrassed myself. Games 5 to 10, I wanted to forcefully queue Skyrise, a very big map which requires a lot of bridging. I feel like forcing myself to bridge more will further improve my ability to god bridge, since practice makes perfect. After a few attempts, I got to Pink's base, got this TNT jump, and got his bed. I saw Akko and Green were in a fight, so in an attempt to troll Akko, I went behind him, but he suddenly turned around which scared me, so I went for his bed. After killing him, I got his bed and voided as I saw Green started going for me. As I went into the gen, he dropped down with cheers which caught me off guard and he got my bed. I got this really good god bridge at green base, killed blue, and got this really good block in. I rode the pig to distract them and killed him. I managed to escape Grey in a clean fireball and TNT jump play. Moments later, I tried to go for a block in once again, but this time I failed. Next game, I slowly got to the diamond gen and Green fell off as he tried to get to the bridge. I got this 4-block god bridge and got his bed. Rode the pig, but the fall damage ended up killing me. Green ended up leaving the game, which was good for me since my side rush was gone. I garbaged a few more blocks, killed Gray, got his bed, and final killed him. Aqua went for my base, but I was able to kill him. I managed to kill Pink, and he kept on hacky-sating me. I got his bed, but unfortunately, he got mine. As I was trying to fireball him, I accidentally ran into the fire, but luckily, he did too, and I won the game. Game 10, I was pretty proud because I was able to get to the diamond gen, only falling once, which is pretty good progress so far. I garbaged the red, got his bed. Oh wait, never mind. Here I tried passing him, going for a bed trade, but somehow he fell off, so I easily got his bed and secured the final kill. A few minutes later, I got Blue's bed, fireballed him to death, and after over 5 minutes of constant falling, I finally got Yellow's bed, then comboed him to death. We're finally done with the first 10 games. I can already see significant change in my garbaging ability. However, after going through the footage, I realized I needed to pause when I garbage every few blocks. So for the next 10 games, I wanted to prioritize garbaging with as little to no pauses as possible. No matter how many times I would fall, I wanted to get rid of the pausing habit. Let's get into Game 11. Game 11 started off really strong. I was able to garbage to the side base, only pausing once. I almost got his bed, but he barely got me. I was barely able to get his bed, and I did this really clean pig play, which got me the final. I was able to garbage the mid with no pauses at all. Then I went to Gray's bed, block trapped him, got his bed, and the final. It was down to a 1v1 against Yellow. I threw a bridge egg at his base just to be safe. Later, I diagonal garbaged, got his bed, and killed him to finish the game. This game went pretty well. After falling only twice, I was able to reach my side base. I sneakily blocked his only entrance in Glacier and got his bed. Later, I knocked him off for the kill. I wanted to practice my diagonal god bridge more as it was significantly worse than my straight god bridge. After a couple of attempts, I was able to TNT jump the Pink, break their bed, and final kill them. I started running to Gray base and realized he hadn't made a bridge to any other island besides Pink. With that in mind, I turned around and saw that he baited me out. However, he didn't realize I was following him and I got the kill. Later, I fireballed to Yellow base, did a ladder clutch, and ended the game. We're now at game 20. I forcefully queued Orchestra, a small map that requires little to no bridging. I wanted to practice short god bridging as practicing only long distance bridging is impractical. After almost losing my bed to Pink, I was able to do this insane god bridge of 2 blocks. I know 2 blocks! Then I barely got his bed with an insane block in and somehow got this kill. While I was at Pink base, without me noticing, Red somehow got to my base and got my bed. Red started chasing me as I was running to his base. I got his bed, toyed with him a little before getting the kill. By now, it's a 1v1 against Yellow. I bought a bridge egg and tried to use it to my advantage. It ended up being super useless. However, I still got his bed, stared him in the eyes before killing him. Game 25. We are halfway there. Instead of playing a normal game like the other 24, I wanted to see how far I still was from my end goal. So for game 25, I got in a private Bedwars game and attempted to bridge to the side base. If I fall in the first 3 blocks, that's how much progress I have. If I make it, that means I've succeeded the challenge. Where will I end up? We'll see in game 25. "22 blocks. I did 22 blocks. I was more than satisfied with that. Overall, I needed to do 32 blocks, and that means I only needed to do 10 more. That is more than doable. However, will 25 games be enough to succeed the challenge? Watch till the end to find out. Games 26 to 35 were pretty solid. Game 28, I fell only after 5 blocks of god bridging. Yellow got to my base, but I was able to knock him off in time. For some reason, he thought I was cheating because of it. I don't know why, don't ask me. After getting his bed, I got this really lucky TNT jump. And after that, I got the final. Game 35, I did a 0 IQ play. I realized Aqua was bridging to me, so I bridged up and god bridged him. I went behind him without him realizing. Then I tried to trick him and then hit him off. Little did I know there was just enough blocks for him to land on. And because of this, I lost my bed. However, later in the game, I was able to block trap him, get his bed, and finish him off, and ending it with a bow. Game 40 was an odd one to say the least. My side base disconnected, which means I have access to a free base. I got a bridge to Pink, and by the time I arrived, White was already there. I comboed him a little, then what? And I killed him. It seemed like the emoting was too much for him because after that, he just gave up and gave me a free kill. The same game, I did something crazy that I will never forget. I got bridged to Aqua, and before I jumped on his base, I timed the emotes so it looked like I landed like a superhero. I don't know, it just seemed cool to me at that time. Then I knocked him off and got his bed. Instead of killing him, I got him down to 1 HP and tried to troll him, which ended up backfiring and I died. Later in the game, Green died right before my eyes. It was the final 1v1, me against Aqua. I tracked him down with the tracker and he was insanely stacked. He had diamond armor and a sharp iron sword. It wasn't looking good. The chance of me winning is so low and I don't think... Oh, alright. Game 45, I pressed tab and I realized I was in a game with reactions. Another streamer who I've streamed with in the past who I know is really good at Bedwars. It wasn't looking too good. After god bridging to the diamond gen, I fought with Aqua and did this insane block clutch. However, it wasn't enough because I died in the end. He went to my base and I tried to buy blocks to cover my bed, but I barely lost it. After killing Aqua, I realized I had lost my bed and I was going against a really good player. All hope seemed lost, so I did the only right thing to do. Jump into the void. Game 50. This is it. The final stretch. Similar to game 25, instead of playing a normal Bedwars game, I would give a shot at going for the 32 block god bridge. For some reason, I wasn't really feeling it that day, so I wasn't expecting much. After only 2 minutes of warm-up, I would go for the attempt. It all comes to this. If I fail, then I completely failed the challenge. If I succeed, it will go down in history. Will I do it? Stick to the end to find out. Here we go. I did it. I did it!